Hello, hello, hello. Just realised what my hair looks like. But I've just got in from a trip out to see some friends for lunch. Because I needed to catch up with friends today. I needed to get out of the house and do some like real life stuff. And I wanted to come in and share a couple of things because I had a really big day yesterday in terms of self-development and in terms of coming to a few realizations. And I wanted to come in here and do a really quick share actually, because yesterday was a really hard day, and I think we all have really hard days sometimes and we don't often talk about them. And in the spirit of me being open and honest and vulnerable and all that good stuff, this year, this is really going to annoy me, this hair, I thought I would come in and share what it looks like to have a shit day. So when you're here, let me know, because we're going to talk today about something that I find really interesting. And hey Sharik, how are you, my love? And actually, I thought, hey Holly, that today I was going to be like, woo woo, I'm so excited because it's Friday. And actually today I woke up and I thought, I feel like shit. And I thought I have to share this at some point in FFE after I've done my real life stuff, after I've been out for lunch with some friends and things like that, because it's not often that we get to see the real raw stuff. And I've said it before. Hello Sam, how are you, my love? What are you cooking? And I've said it before. Sometimes we have shit days. Yesterday for me was a shit day. And I wanted to share what that really looks like for you. So you might have to give me some love today. Today I'm feeling fragile. And hey Emma, and I wanted to share that with you because we all have these days, and I'm not the only one. I won't ever be the only one, right? But we don't see it. So what happened? Yesterday I was absolutely fine. We had an amazing live. It was really, really great. And then yesterday evening, someone really, really close to me made a piece of constructive criticism about the way that I come across online, and the way that I portray myself. And they said that I make it look too easy, and people think that I'm perfect, and that occasionally that means that people feel like I'm unapproachable. And it's all good, right? Because constructive criticism is a good thing. I love it. Right, Sharik, you're there now. Okay, cool. So we're all having shit days together. I'm feeling it today, right? So I want to share that with you. And so they said that I made it look too easy, that I looked perfect, that people, a number of people had been talking about me apparently, and saying that I just made it look way too easy and I was way too perfect and I was unapproachable, and I felt really shit because for me, I took it face on, right? And when we take stuff like that face on, it's not nice, because when we look at the kind of words and we think, oh wow, I'm too perfect and I'm too unapproachable and I make it look too easy. That's hard. Because I know that the real me is the person who actually is the one that really gives a genuinely cares absolutely about my clients. I would do anything for them, and I would do anything for this community. And so hearing that threw me back into, like, I don't know, my teen years. I don't know whether anyone else had this, but at school, as a teenager, I was the good girl. Right? I was the girl who got the straight A's. I was the girl who did the right thing. I was the girl who wasn't a rebel. I was the girl who, did the work, worked hard, got good grades, had nice friends. And I was also the girl that other people thought were a little bit weird, because I wasn't a rebel, right? I wasn't having, wasn't out there like really wanting to rebel against my parents or anything. I was just a nice kid. And people talked about me then, and I felt shit about it then. And so yesterday, when I had this kind of feedback, I felt shit about it then too, right? And then I I thought about it for a little while, and I thought, I love it. Thank you, Emma and Mema. I really appreciate that. But I thought about it, and I thought about how I could take it constructively. And I realised that actually I can seem like I'm a perfectionist, because I am. I'm a recovering perfectionist. If I could have a t-shirt with recovering perfectionist on, I would. And I spent years being a perfectionist. I really did. I worked my arse off in my corporate job. I was a high flyer. I took fucking pride in it because I was good at what I did. And yes, I was perfect at what I did. But being perfect at my job meant that I missed out on other areas. And that's why I gave up corporate. That's why I left my corporate job. That's why I went into my own business. Because I will always be a recovering perfectionist. It's just who I am. It's something I work on every day. And my motto is always, it's production, not perfection. And that's something that I say to people because I know how hard it is, because I have to do it every day. You know, I wake up every day and think, oh my God, I wish my website looked like this. Oh my goodness, I wish my blog looked like this. Oh my goodness. Do you know what? In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't make me a worse person because my website isn't perfect, right? And so that's why I'm not a perfectionist, a true perfectionist anymore. So I'm recovering because I realised it wasn't always important. I love it. Good girls rock. Yeah, we do. And then I thought about the unapproachable bit. And I thought, well, yeah, okay, I can see that. And I realised that actually, I'm not unapproachable. That's not true. All of my clients, any client of mine, and any person in this group, I guarantee will tell you that I'm absolutely there to help anybody. But people might think that I'm unapproachable because I have clear boundaries. And yeah, I stick to my boundaries. Yes, I value my weekends. Yes, I value my evenings. Yes, I, set solid things in place so that I don't have to work 24/7. But it doesn't mean I don't care. It doesn't mean that I'm not bothered about what my people are doing or how I can help them. That's not true. And so I thought about it and I thought, no, I'm not unapproachable. I just have boundaries. And then I thought about the bit where I make it look too easy. And that bit, that made me laugh. Because yes, I make it look easy. Because it is. That's my job. That's what I know. That's what I know how to teach people all day, every day. And I rock at it. And so yes, I make it look easy. Because for me, that bit is. Selling is. Selling is simple. Selling is easy when you know how. It's like anything. Riding a bike is easy when you know how. Driving a car is easy when you know how. Losing weight is easy when you know how. Right? It doesn't. Making it look easy for me was a good thing. And that was the bit that when I looked back, I went, yeah, do you know what? I'm really, really sodding proud that I make it look easy. Because I want people to know how easy it is. I want people to wake up and go, do you know what? If Jess can do it, then I can do it. Because there's no difference between her and me. Because there isn't. You just need the same strategy. You just need the different skills. You just need a bit of a learning curve. There's no difference. And so actually, when I looked at it, and don't get me wrong, right? I sat there and I bawled my eyes out to Sam on the phone last night because he was away, and I phoned him up and I said, oh my goodness, I'm this too perfect, unapproachable mess. And in true Sam fashion, because he's a genius, he said, Jess, you're not unapproachable. It's not that you're not vulnerable. It's just that you're private and you like to experience things and then show people how you learned from them. And that means more than anything, right? And that's the thing. For me, I don't care what those, and I did last night. Last night I cried about it, and last night I was upset about it, and this morning I was upset about it. And I went to lunch with my friends earlier and I said, oh my God, do you guys think that I'm like this weird, unapproachable person? And they laughed and they were like, Jess, there is nobody on this planet that would do more for anyone else. And I kind of went, yeah, okay. And one of my friends said, but you know what? The thing that's really good about you is that you don't bullshit. And that, you know, when somebody needs something, you are always there. And I thought, you know what? I'd rather be that person every day of the week. And so I got home, literally just now, from Marks and Spencer's. All my stuff is on the counter because I'm terrible at planning, and our friends are coming this evening, and I'm supposed to be making dinner. So naturally, of course, we're now having pizza. And I thought, do you know what? Those people that are taking all this time to talk about me, thank you. I really appreciate you, because I do. I genuinely do. Because honestly, the more that people say that I'm perfect, or that I make it look too easy, or that I'm unapproachable, the more driven I am to be better. The more driven I am to be more authentic. The more driven I am to do this, which actually is highly uncomfortable for me, because I'm a very private person, you know, and I am. My life is not a public thing. I live my life the way I want to live it, and I say the things I want to say, and I do the stuff I want to do, and inherently I'm quite private about the stuff that happens in my life, because it's my life. And there is so much that we all share that sometimes it's nice to just have a couple of little things that are just yours. And so I thought about these people, and I thought, yeah, do you know what? Thank you. Thank you for making me a better person. Thank you for making me a better coach. Thank you for making me a better leader. Because if it means that I have to show up and that I have to be more vulnerable, and if it means that I have to show people, you know, actually, look, I have shit days. I have days, you know, where I wake up and I question myself and I doubt myself. If I have to show that to my community, I will do, all day, every day. Because for every one of those days, for every one day that I have that moment of self-doubt and my confidence gets a little bit knocked and someone says something a little bit mean, there are 10 other days that are amazing. And that's it, right? We're not here to be mean girls. We're women. We're grown adults. We support each other. I support every single one of my competitors. I love the fact that they're out there making money, doing the same thing I am, because it makes it possible for me. I love my community, and I would support every single woman in here at building their business, because I believe in every single woman in here. And so, yeah, I was a little bit upset. And yeah, okay, as criticisms go, right, perfect, it's not a bad one, unapproachable, it's a little bit shit. And, you know, that I make it look too easy. Well, it is. So I don't want to make it look hard. I don't want my clients to have to learn the hard way. I don't want my clients and my audience and my community and my tribe to have to go through all the crappy bits that I did to learn how to make sales with ease. Otherwise, there'd be no point in me doing this, right? There'd be no point in me showing up and showing you how easy it is if I was then going to make you do something completely complicated and difficult. What would be the point, right? I love it. Mema, that's what you're teaching people. It would be weird if you didn't do it yourself. Exactly, right? It'd be creepy if I was just like, oh yeah, I can't actually do this, but I can tell you guys the theory. Emma, integrity. Thank you. You have it in buckets. I appreciate that, genuinely. Like, really appreciate that. And that's what my clients have. Integrity, honesty, humor. Those are some of my core values. And that's the kind of people I like to work with. People who are hardworking, people who genuinely want to make an impact on other people, people who are honest about themselves, people who are true to themselves, regardless of whether it means you have to put a sob story like up, or regardless of whether it means you don't want to put, you know, something up. You be you. Do you online, because not enough people are doing themselves online. And so for all those people that are like, oh, well, Jess is too perfect, cool, thanks, that's cool, because you know what, I know I'm not perfect. That's the best bit. Like, I'm totally, utterly flawed. And those are the things that I love about myself. The flaws, the bits that aren't perfect. I love the fact that I can rock up in here and I can drink wine with you guys and we can have a chat and my hair can be a mess and, you know, we all support each other, and sometimes I will say stupid things and sometimes I'll knock it out the park. Because I'm human. And that's the thing. We all need to be human. We all need to act how we act. We all need to be real, because people buy from people. And that doesn't mean that you have to put the all of the private stuff on view. It doesn't mean that you have to hold it back if you actually like sharing. It doesn't mean that you don't teach people everything. It doesn't mean that you don't give them all the good stuff for free. It means that you do you, and you run your business the way that you want to, in line with your values, not anybody else's. Because ultimately, it's lovely to take opinions. And for me, genuinely, last night was a great opportunity for me to really think about, okay, how do I want to come across? And then I realised that actually I don't want to do it any differently, because I want to do it my way, because I like my way, and I like the way that my community feels about it, and I like the messages that I get from people who say that actually, you know, my way suits them, because that's what I care about, right? I love it. Sharif just went through this last night. I'm sorry, my love, and I'm sending you lots and lots of love, because it's bloody horrible. And, you know, we're not all mean girls. This is the thing, right? We're not in high school. If I wanted to go back to college, I'd go. But if people are not busy enough to do anything else and talk about how perfect I am and how that's a problem, well, you know, cool. Like, at least I'm doing something right. Polarizing people, right? And that's what it's all about. Some people will like you, some people won't. Some constructive criticism will work for you, some won't. Look at all of it. Look at what you can take away from it. Even if the person saying it isn't being that constructive, even if you do just get the odd like troll, well, so what? What can you learn from that? What can you take away from it that's positive? Because for me, I took away quite a lot that was positive, actually. I really like myself. I like what I do. I like that I stand for certain values. I like the way that I interact online. I'm happy with my business, and I'm happy that my family are happy with what I'm doing and what I'm saying and the way that I treat people. That's more important, right? So look for the good in those things. So even when you're having that really crap day where you think, oh God, everything's going wrong, what's the good thing? What have you learned from that? What can you take away and think, actually, what can I take away from this situation that's good, that's positive, that's going to really help me? That's what I do. That's what I did today. And yes, it hurts. And yes, you have to cry about it. And yes, you know, in my case, you do have to also eat Ben and Jerry's ice cream, because, you know, it's Ben and Jerry's and there aren't that many excuses to eat like half a pint by yourself. But it's okay. Maybe he's judging me. And if they are, maybe they should focus a little bit more time on themselves and less time on me. Because I can guarantee that all that time they're wasting on talking about how unapproachable I am, their audience aren't seeing them show up for themselves either. Right? I love it. Kirsty, that's a poster. There aren't enough people doing themselves online. Who wants to do that poster? Any graphic designers in the house? Because that would be epic. It might be a Lorraine meme. Mema, people say that about me all the time. Well, voices definitely say it, and I hear the voices. And this is the thing, right? Nobody can judge you as harshly as you can judge yourself. And believe me, today I went through some massive judgy periods, and I was like, oh my God, I am Judgy McJudgerson. But only to me. I don't judge other people. I don't sit here and go, oh my God, that person, or oh my God, that person. I let them do them, because it's working for them, and I'm happy for them. And, you know, if they're happy, I'm happy, right? I think we all need a little bit more of that. Let's stay in our own lanes. Let's genuinely empower the women around us. And yeah, do you know what? If people have constructive criticism, bring it on, because I want to be a better leader, actively want to be a better leader, and I will do whatever it takes. You know, I will grow as much as personally possible. I will do as much personal development as I need to. I will step up, and I will say when shit hits the fan. I will say what other people won't say. And that's cool. But yes, it still hurts sometimes. Yes, it's still raw sometimes. Yes, when, you know, people talk about your personality traits that actually really have zero to do with your business. Yeah, okay. I get you there. I feel you there. Because do you know what? It's going to hurt. And it is, because your business is like your baby and it's attached to you and it's a very personal thing. But it's also bigger than me. It's about a legacy, it's about a movement, it's about empowering a generation of women, it's about showing women that actually they can do whatever they want. That's what my business is about. And so if I have to sit here every day of the week, and if I have to take one person's criticism or one person's comment and I have to take it on board and think, okay, what can I learn from that and how can I be better? I'm absolutely good with that. And I will do it all day long, because ultimately it makes me a better leader, and it means that my community get the absolute best out of me that they possibly can. And that is all I ever want, for you guys to get the best version of me that you possibly can. And that's it, right? So if you are having a shit week, I'm really sorry. And I am sending you so much love and virtual hugs. If I could hug everybody, I would. But know that if you are having a crap week and you're thinking, oh, actually, this is hard, it does get easier. It does get to that point where you think, actually, do you know what? I'm going to treat everything as a learning experience. And I'm not going to take it personally, and I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to, what can I learn from it? How can I be better as a result of it? And do you. Because ultimately, you are what we love. You're what we care about, right? The real you, not the, fancy pictures and the lovely websites and all of that kind of stuff. Yes, they're great. But ultimately, we care about you. We care about you as a person, not about all the other bits, right? Emma, if I can grow into half the leader you are with us in my community, I'll be well happy. You will. You probably already are. This is the thing. It's really hard for me to do this. I will openly admit that, because I'm not somebody that shares in the traditional sense of the word. I'm not somebody that, and I was saying this to my friends this afternoon. I was like, even when I have a problem, I want to work it out in my own head first before I start talking to other people about it. It's not that I find it challenging, and that's my thing, and that's what I'm working on. And I will openly say that, I'm working on being more vulnerable. I'm working on, showing the stuff in action. That's my space of development, right? What I'm really good at is selling. So yeah, okay, I make that look easy because that's what I know. Being vulnerable, that's not necessarily me. And so that is more difficult, that is more challenging, but I'll give it a bloody good go. I will do everything to make sure that it feels good for me and that it feels good for my community and that it actually makes sense. But no, I'm probably not going to write a blog post, and talk about ins and outs of my story that I don't really think are relevant. That's just not me, right? I love it. Memo, you stopped the full-on hashtag mem meltdown. Whoop whoop. That shit is not pretty. Nobody sees this, and you save the world. You won't ever have a meltdown. And this is the thing, right? I'm here to support each and every one of you, and I don't know whether I'm always that good at expressing that, because I'm British and we're quite reserved, right? We don't talk about things. We don't talk about sex. We don't talk about money. We don't talk about religion or politics, because actually it's hard, and we're not brought up to do that. I remember my mum always saying to me as a kid, our problems are our problems. Our problems are our problems. And I'm always like that. And no, do you know what? I don't believe it's a mindset block. I think it's just a behavior pattern. And it's one, that I'm trying to work around, and I'm trying to think about how I can do it while I feel in integrity with me. But ultimately, I'm going to do what's right for me. I'm not going to do what's right or that everybody else thinks I should be doing. Because if I did what everyone else thought I should be doing, I wouldn't have created sales funnels in my business. I'd have built everything, on social media platforms. So I wouldn't have any passive income. But now, a year after I said, hey guys, I'm going to do sales funnels, and everyone was like, oh, you're crazy. Everyone's now like, wow, sales funnels, I've got to do those. So actually, doing me has been all right. And trusting my instinct has been good. And If I want to show up and I want to be more vulnerable, I will. And if I don't, then I'll go and sit in my hole and I'll chill out, right? But I think we all need to, remember that we are all different. And that's okay. That's the best thing about the world, is that we're different, that we're diverse, that we think different things, that we do different things. And I don't ever want anyone in here to have the feeling that I had yesterday, which was, oh my goodness, I'm 15 again, and all the mean girls are talking about me and saying mean things, and I feel inadequate, and I feel stupid, and I feel like I'm doubting myself, and I don't really know what to do. Because that's not cool. Like, fuck that. I'm not into that. If I want to go back to school, I will. But it certainly won't be to make myself doubt myself. It certainly won't be to lower my confidence. It certainly won't be to make other people feel the way that I did yesterday. And I take responsibility for some of it. And I said that all along in this live stream, that there were definitely constructive things that I took from that, and that I should have taken right from the beginning. But I'm human. I make mistakes. I look at it and I go, oh my God, I'm too perfect and unapproachable. Oh my God. And it takes time. You have to step back. You have to look at it differently. You have to be objective. You have to embrace the fact that it hurts. And then you have to look at what you can learn. Right? That's it. Yeah? Sharik, I'm the same way. Yeah, exactly. This is the thing. It's not unknown. We're not a minority. The people who, find it difficult to share, we're not a minority. There's lots of us. We just do it differently. And that's the thing. I do share. I just do it in a bit of a different way to other people. And I'm cool with that. Right? Kirsty, I'm working on that principle with beach volleyball. Everyone will want to do it. Exactly. And that's the thing. Ultimately, we all have the power. And I genuinely believe this. I don't know whether I say it enough, but I genuinely believe that we all have the power to really, really make an impact. I genuinely believe that we all have the power to change our lives and the lives of other people. And I'm really grateful for the fact that actually I did work my ass off for 2.5 years building my business. And, when I got told last night that I make it look too easy, well, okay, maybe I should talk more about it. Maybe I should, talk more about, okay, well, what did it look like, and how hard did I work? Because the reality is that I worked just as hard as any new entrepreneur does right now. Right? I did. I had my computer in my kitchen. I would sit there so that I didn't have to lose time while I was cooking. I, did all of those things. I get it. And yes, it's difficult. And yes, it's a roller coaster. And I had those days where I got a new client and I jumped up and down, and I would put the Spice Girls on because, I love the Spice Girls. And I would dance around my kitchen and be like, oh my God, yay. And then I would have the days where no clients signed up and I'd been working really hard and I'd be frustrated and I'd beat myself up. I get it. We're all normal. We're all human. We do it. Right? It's not about you judging you. And it's not about you listening to the judgments of others and automatically going, oh my God, yeah, okay, then I must be XYZ negative thing. Other people need to focus on them. You need to focus on you. Stay in your lane. Do you. Be you online. Create stuff you want to create. Do the stuff that lights you up. Don't do the stuff that you think, oh, well, I'll make some money, so that's cool. Do the things that you're passionate about. Hang out with the people that you actually enjoy talking to, the people that light you up, the people that genuinely inspire you. But most of all, when people come at you and when people say, oh, well, I think you should be this. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you taking the time to let me know. And then go away and digest it and think, nah, do I want to be like that? Do I feel like there is a learning bit there? Do I feel like there is some development that I can do? And if there is, fantastic. And that person has done it, well, screw them. Someone had too much time on their hands, right? But that's what I wanted to share with you today, because I realise that sometimes it's very easy for me to give lots and lots of trainings on how to do this, and this is how you must do this, and this is how you're going to make money, and blah 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 blah, because that is what I know. That's the easy bit for me. That's the bit that I know I can absolutely blast out the park. And things like this, where I have to be vulnerable, and Max is snoring on my leg, and that's more challenging. But I can do it, and I will do it for my community. You know, I might not be great at it, but I'll give it a go. I'll learn, the same as we all do, you know. But please, you know, never worry, never doubt yourself, because you came into this journey for a reason. You are here, you are making it. If you are showing up, you are doing everything that you need to be doing right now. So don't let anybody make you feel any different, because quite frankly, if I hear that anybody makes anybody in my community feel like that, I will have to hunt them down with a very big stick, give them a bit of a bash, because I'm not having people in my community upset. And, you know, it's just not on. We should be empowering each other, and we should be building each other up, and we should be giving each other constructive criticism, absolutely. But don't tear down other women, because actually it doesn't make you feel good when you do it either. Right? Oh, thank you, Heather. I do love you. And that's the thing. So that's it, really, guys. I just wanted to come in and share quickly, because, you know, we all have crap days. And if you are having a crap day, know that I'm there, right with you in that particular trench, and I'm sending you love. And I'm hoping that you can do what I did, and that tonight or tomorrow or whenever you can hook up with your friends, and you can talk to your partner or your husband or your wife or whatever, and you can look at what you can learn from it, and you move on in a bigger and better and bolder way, because that's what you deserve. All right, so yeah, my energy's a little bit low today. Yes, I'm feeling a little bit sad. Ultimately, I'm feeling really good, because sometimes it's nice to be able to share the reality. And I always try and be incredibly real with you guys. And mostly that's always on the what my life really looks like, because, you know, a lot of the time it's pretty comedy value. But also, you know, what it actually looks like on the entrepreneurial journey. It doesn't change. It doesn't get easier as you go on. You get new levels, new scary things happen, and you get more changes. And that is good. Change is good. Up leveling is good. You have a breakdown before you break through. And that's it. Like, for me, I'm kind of like, cool, well, now I've had my breakdown, now I've cried, now I've eaten my Ben & Jerry's, now I've talked to my friends about it, and I, you know, will have a cuddle from Sam tonight. Now I feel okay. And now I can focus on taking that constructive criticism and really using it in the best way possible, to be the best leader that I can, to be the best coach that I can, and to be the best person that I can be. That's all I want. All right, so happy Friday, my loves. Even if it hasn't been the Friday that you expected, even if it hasn't been the week you expected, that's cool. Embrace it. Take it in. Think of yourself on the roller coaster. You might be on a high, you might be on a dip, but whatever bit you're at, know that absolutely every single woman in this community has your back, and especially me, because I am absolutely 100% there for any woman in this community, and I will do everything it takes to get everybody where they need to be. So I love you all very, very much, and I appreciate you all, and I appreciate you all being honest about how you feel. And like I say, if you ever have any ideas about how I can be a better leader, how I can serve this community better, please let me know, because genuinely, I appreciate that. And I absolutely respect anybody that could come to me and say, Jess, you know what, I think you can do this a bit better. Or Jess, I'd love a training on this. Or Jess, this is what I'd like you to do. Because I want this to be the best place for you. And I can't do that without you. All right? So have the best weekends. I don't know about you, but I've got friends coming over. I have a lot of bottles of wine. So I am probably going to get quite drunk. And tomorrow night, I'm going to get glammed up. I'm going to brush this hair, right? Crazy times. And I'm going to get dolled up. And I'm going to put on some nice makeup for a change. And I'm going to put on a pair of high heels. And I'm going to dance the night away. Then on Sunday, I'm probably going to have a really bad hangover. But I will see you in here on Monday. And I hope that over the weekend, if you have had a crappy week, that you relax, that you're not so hard on yourself, that you look at the learning lessons that you can take from it and that you move forward. And if you've had a good week, that you go into next week excited, happy, and ready to absolutely flipping rock it. Because I'm excited. I'm excited for Monday. I can't wait to see you all, and I can't wait to start some epic things next week. I love it. Kirsty, 3D printer cake. Oh my god, yes. That would be so epic. 3D printer cake. If I can do that, I totally would. If I could get a 3D printer and make cake, I would absolutely be all over that. I might try and find one this weekend. If I can, it's coming. All right, my loves. Have the best weekends. You know, and thank you today, because it's hard to be vulnerable. But you know what? I feel like we did a good thing. We had a girls kind of moment, and that's important to me. So thank you. And I will see you all on Monday with Max, who's going to be here. We're going to be live, and we're going to be doing some really cool stuff next week. We're going to be doing some trainings that I've never really done before. I'm going to even be doing a worksheet. Oh. So it's going to be crazy, okay? Sharique's heading out of town. Oh, nice. Where are you going? Oh, Heather, feel I love that you giving you a big hug if Brits do the hugging thing. Do you know what? It's weird. We're so reserved. It took me ages to, when people would say, "Oh, I love you" online, I'd be like, "Oh God, I love you too," because we are pretty reserved as a nation. But I absolutely adore all of you, and I send all of the biggest hugs. Yeah, Kirsty, or wine. Yeah, 3D wine, right up my street. Wine cake. That would be the ultimate, right? Red wine cake. If I could have that, my life would be just perfect, really. So there you go. All right, my lovelies. Have wonderful, wonderful weekends. I will see you on Monday. There will be trainings. There will be worksheets. It's going to be awesome. And I will see you then. Sharique, enjoy DC. Kirsty, enjoy your wine. Heather, I'm sending you love. To everybody else, I'm sending you love, love, hopefully wine, and really, really good weekends. I will see you soon.